Helium making fresh new all-time highs amidst turbulence across almost all other cryptos. HNT outperforming the broader crypto market and reaching new all-time highs less than 48 hours after the first major wireless carrier announced its partnership with the network. Congratulations to everyone who has been along for the ride, but it's likely just the beginning. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the Crypto Compound channel. Thank you all for being here. I hope you are having a great day or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Monumental day here for the Helium Network and for the channel. Thanks to all of you. We have breached the 10,000 subscriber mark. We are so excited. Thank you to each and every one of you for commenting, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel, and watching. It means the world. Thank you guys so much. But in more important news, take a look at this chart. HNT has reached all-time highs just a few hours ago, breaching over $28 per HNT, as you can see here. Historic day. I love that it coincides with the break of 10,000 subscribers here on the channel. I think that's really a cool thing, and I'll always be able to look back at the chart here and be able to see when that point in time was. But guys, I wanted to break down where this might go. In yesterday's technical video, I did mention that I thought we were going to see all-time highs very shortly based on this breakout straight through this super strong resistance that has been turning Helium backwards for weeks. I did think that we would see new all-time highs, and we did breach the 100% retracement level here on this structure, and we wicked all the way up above $28. The question now is, where do we go from here? The only way to do that really in price discovery mode, I think, is to really zoom out and try to figure out where we are amongst the structures that we think might be forming in the future and the ones that have formed in the past. And now, as you can see, I put two data points here. These are measuring the length of these two structures here from all-time highs to the point at which it breaks the 100% retracement level for each structure. This one took 25 days, this one 66 days. So much larger recovery here from the low in this more recent structure that we are just getting out of, I think, or hopefully getting out of. But the point here is, if we look at this chart the way it is like this, we could almost break this. I've said this in previous videos, but we could almost break this chart into two giant consolidation structures. With these two structures here where we see the Fibonacci charts, we could look at those as the breakout or end structure on each of these larger consolidations. Of course, this one was all of history until the run up and then the crash down where the Fibonacci is drawn, and we see we broke out with this giant green bar through the 100 retracement level. And here, obviously, we've been bouncing around between, let's call it $11 and $22 for weeks and months. And then we entered this structure or developed this structure, and now we are seeing a breakout. It is not as clear as a breakout as you can see in this bottom chart, or this bottom structure. We can see that there was this giant candle that took us all the way through the 100 retracement level and almost to the 1618. And now if we compare that to what we're seeing here, obviously it took us a lot longer to break this golden pocket level. And then we did break through the golden pocket level, did not make it towards the 100 retracement level until this candle. And now that is where we are now. We are going to see where we go from here. But as they say, the larger the consolidation, the larger the breakout. So this might actually turn out to be a good thing, a very solid base structure to break out of and create and enter into a new range. This obviously being the first range, this area here being the second range we've been in, and of course the third range we'll be in will be somewhere over here, I imagine in the mid to low 30s. And guys, in yesterday's video, I did mention how we were just approaching the overbought level. And today, as you can see on this RSI here, we have entered the overbought zone here. And if we look back in history, all the way through back to this structure here, we can see that every time the RSI has entered into overbought territory, there has been significant price increase over that time. As you can see here, we went from about $2 to about $4.50 by the time we left this overbought zone. And if we go here, we entered this overbought zone around $4.40 and we left it around $9.59. And that we see that same pattern throughout history, which is a very good sign for where we sit right today, because we are just entering this zone. As you can see here, entering the zone around $9.90, leaving the zone around $16. That is these are huge price increases that we are seeing every time we have entered this overbought zone. And there is no exception for this structure here. Let's ignore this. I mean, I'm sure this 2 days, I mean, this is that huge green candle. It's significant price increase. But if we look here, even just right here as we entered in very briefly, let's call it $18, and we left around $23. So I think that is a very positive indicator. It seems as though every time we have entered this overbought zone, we have seen significant price increase. And it looks like this bar that we entered into the zone in, let's say it's around $22 or $23. So where will we exit this overbought territory? We do not know yet. Safe to say that I think it will be in the high 20s to low 30s, but time will tell. Of course, down here we do have this bearish divergence I mentioned in yesterday's video, but of course that on its own really holds very little power. There is no confirmation there. So let me know if you guys agree with the similarities between these two structures. I really do think these are two similar structures in points in time in the helium price history that will end up serving the same purpose. I think they are acting as trampolines, leaving a certain price range where the HNT price was range bound for some time. And I think these structures are the consolidation and the correction that we need to get the sellers out and to increase the buyer momentum and push us into that next range, that next zone. And look, we can see here very interestingly, we made it very clear out of this, even through the 1618 range. For a few days, we increased all the way over to $10. And you can see we came back and basically tested this 1618 level at $6.90, where we see this candle right here. So that is something that we should look out for in time. Of course, right now, the 1618 level is at $33. But this back test here, almost exactly to this 1618 level, I'm sure will come into play in the future. That is very good to know. That will be a very good place for buyers to look to pick up on dips in the future if this does play out the way it looks like it will. And of course, guys, we can see here on coinmarketcap.com, we have increased to the 58 coin rank. Of course, there are very big red numbers amongst all of the cryptos surrounding Helium here on the chart, on the list. So this is amazing news for Helium, for the network. And I think it is no question that the Dish partnership has really drawn more interest, more buyers, and more positive sentiment around the network and HNT itself. Guys, let me know what you think. Congratulations, everyone that's been here for the ride through this structure, through this consolidation, and now here, what I would hope to be the exit structure of this larger consolidation here. Congratulations to everyone. Very exciting to see where we go in the future, and awesome to see that HNT is outperforming regardless of what Bitcoin and the other cryptos are doing. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you all so much for being here again. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, guys. That is all I have for today. And just like that, I will see you next video.